Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hey, how are you? Do you know the way?
Ricardo Matibong here. Are we live?
Yep,
Oh.
we are here.
Oh yeah. What's going on? What's going on, my people? You already know what it is. It's the AM King Show. We in effect. It is C, LB, and JPad the Juggernaut today. The Mellow Man has the day off. You know what I'm saying? Personal reasons, and you already know how it is. Like, hey, you guys gotta be aware. There may be a day that we may not make it on the show. If we don't make it on the show, just know we'll be back. We'll be back. You know what I mean? So, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Like, subscribe, and share Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. YouTube and Facebook. See what's going on with it, brother. Good morning.
Great day, man. I'm doing well, doing great. Finished making some crystals, gonna make some more crystals, some
Right
necklaces, some
on.
chains.
Yeah, man. That's what we
Custom
like to
made,
hear.
custom made.
Hey, the custom made team. You already know. The custom made team. LB, what's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Got excited when I heard C gave his intro about what he doing today. I got to put some donations in his pockets because am
Donations.
I'm investing in his activities for the
Yes,
day.
indeed. Yes, indeed. Good morning, chat. Blunt Conversations is early with us in the building today. Misery, what up, man? Freya is in the building. The AM Queens is in the building. Yes, indeed. Make sure y'all liking, subscribing, and sharing. And yeah, we're gonna start off with just a little bit of music this morning, fellas. You know what I mean? Let's get a little music in the ears. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this right here. This right here. This right here. Yes, this is a nice, dope blend of a track. You know what I'm saying? Miss Toy, Ross Misha. This one is called Zaza on Fire. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check this out.
What is man? Rasta, Mister, what is? Top shatter, Mary wanna smoking up the ganja, anywhere we wanna. Zaza on fire, vibrating higher each and every toe. God's good herb is the antidote. Top shatter, Mary wanna smoking up the ganja, anywhere we wanna. Zaza on fire, vibrating higher each and every toe. God's good herb is the antidote. Zaza on fire, honey buzz right for the Rasta, Masha, Juggernaut, bless up for the launch up. Massive re-ups in the cipher with the ganja. Candy ass niggas is the run from the designer. I guarantee I'm the flavor that you need. You can call me MD, for sure I got the remedy. And I got the antidote, vibrating higher so you don't need a doctor's note. All you need is time to roll. Roughin' known as Zaza, every boy's ganja. Delivery with Anna, only top shotters. Growing marijuana, eliminate the drama. Activate the commas on fire while I'm building my go paya. Top shatter, marijuana, smoking up the ganja, anywhere we wanna. Zaza on fire, vibrating higher each and every toe. God's good herb is the antidote. Top shatter, marijuana, smoking up the ganja,
Oh yeah,
we wanna. Zaza on
for the
fire,
420 friendly.
vibrating higher each
Fired
and
up.
every toe. God's good herb is the antidote.
When man a burn chalice, me no use ashtray. Herb inna the country and the calabash trade. 1 pound of sense in the other lamb's bread. Rope on the top of the high mountain. Me a burn herb from me about 10. After me breastfeed, me a take smell. Father go light it a mama head smell. Kete me a bus, never see the Askel.
Simply, what
Las
up? I see you.
Vegas, me smoke with Uncle Muskel. Ganja so big must be a hybrid. Bring me pimento, go in a high self. Herb element, a creation wealth.
Top, top, shatter, Mary, marijuana. Smoking up the ganja, anywhere we wanna. Zaza on fire, vibrating higher each and every toe. God's good herb, easy antidote. Top, top, shatter, Mary, marijuana. Smoking up the ganja, anywhere we wanna. Zaza on fire, vibrating higher each and every toe.
What up, John?
God's good herb, easy antidote.
Yeah, that's Ross Meisher's toy. Zaza on fire. Cookie Man, that Zaza. I see C got that Zaza doing the doggone thing. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all dig that one right there. Is Zaza on fire. It's out everywhere. Y'all can check it out. Miss Toy featuring Ross Meisha. You know what I'm saying? The brethren had to run it this morning. What's going on? Simply, I see you, brother. I see you. Yes, sir. Fire emojis everywhere. Everybody firing up. Everybody fired up. Fired up. Fired up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Y'all know about that track. That track is definitely running and ripping. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I see everybody's digging it. You dig it. You dig it, see.
Yeah, of course. I love it.
He said, "Oh yeah." Yeah, the Cookie Man, look, Cookie Man, colorful this morning, man. What's going on with you, boy? You on your whirling dervish this morning? What's going on with it?
You know me. Once in a while, I gotta change it up and shit. You know, I got. I don't have no clothes and shit. Once in a while, I got my Lex Luthor
You
on and shit.
every now and again, we gotta show, we gotta flex. We gotta flex up. He was goody, was goody, was goody. Chat, good morning. Make sure y'all liking, subscribing, and sharing. 8 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We here. You know what I'm saying? As we said, the Mellow Man PDC is not in today, but he will be back. You know, but still, y'all check out www.lfxmedia.live. We'll put it a link in the chat here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that real quick. Shameless plug. Make sure y'all checking out Blunt Conversations, Beat Boys TV, the lovely radio show, Reservations for Three. We had a wild story last night with Dismos and his brother and how they be doing in Omaha, Nebraska. That shit was crazy. Was it
That
not,
shit
bro?
was totally crazy. I ain't even. I tapped
Man,
in. I didn't know where they was at. I started hearing that shit. God damn. Woo woo.
man, Omaha, Nebraska itself, man, are not friendly to people that look like us.
Man,
Not friendly at all. There's a lot of discrepancies going on. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy business, man. Crazy business. But man, we gonna stay locked in on stories like that. Reservations for Three. And tonight, you guys tap in with me, Miss Toy, and the gang at the GOENT outfit. We're going to be on with the lovely radio show tonight and tomorrow night. That'll be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. if you're on the West Coast. Make sure you tapping in, and tapping in. Once again, with the lovely radio show, go to Lovely University with us one time and spin the block with us one time. Me, KY's, Miss Toy, you know what I'm saying? Ben Frank and the GOENT squad, goons, everybody. Big ups, large up yourself. Yes, indeed. That was a wild story, wasn't it, Misery? That was crazy, man. That was crazy business. Rame in the building, Beat Boys TV. You already know what it is. Yes, indeed. What's going on, Rame? Yeah, we're going to get into our subjects for today, though, fellas. Let's go ahead and get it started. You know what I mean? We got a little bit to uncover today. But this one I found interesting, man. Let's take a look at this one real quick and let's talk about it. It's a quick little read. It says Judge halts dismantling of U.S. African Development Foundation. U.S. District Judge Richard Leon in Washington, D.C. temporarily blocked the Trump administration from dismantling the federal agency, which invests in all African small businesses. Leon ruled Tuesday that Trump violated federal law when he appointed Pete Morocco as the new head of the USDAF because Morocco was never confirmed by Congress. As a result, the judge found Morocco's actions terminating most of the agency's employees and effectively ending its grants were void and must be undone. Congress created USADF as an independent agency in 1980, and its board members must be confirmed by the Senate. The judge found in a separate case that Trump had the legal authority to fire the previous members of the USADF board. Pirro wrote in court documents that in that case that the president also has the legal authority to appoint someone to run USADF until the Senate can confirm his nominees. Man, man. So the judge had to put that to a halt. You know what I'm saying? And it's proving one thing, that everything that this man is proposing, he's not going to get. It's not going to be an easy road for him to just get everything to go through his way. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some reaction. LB.
It's kind of hard to decipher if it's another distraction or just something that they're trying to do. You know what I mean? There's so much confusion going on right now. It's kind of hard to figure out what's going on and shit. So I don't know. That might be be another one of them
Mm-hmm.
gimmicks he's throwing out there just so he can do something else. So keep your eyes open.
Oh yeah, it's all in the grand scheme of things. You already know what it is, man. It's definitely something going on. Frank Gransman, what up? What up? What up? C, what's up with it?
Well, he's been clearly trying to undo everything any previous president has done. And since again he's not part of the cabal, he's not part of the family, so he wasn't brought up a certain way, so he doesn't comprehend certain agenda plans and how to go about agenda plans. And they know this. It's not like they don't know. They know psychology. They comprehend psychology and sociology. So I'm talking about the overlords, that is, the presidents that we see, the people that command the presidents and the kings and, and the billionaires. I'm talking about them.
Yeah,
So they know.
yeah.
So they know that Trump is a wild card.
Mm-hmm.
So they know what they're doing. And those judges are there
Yeah.
to make sure he doesn't go too far outside the plane. Because the man is chaotic.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He definitely got some screws loose when it comes to some of these decisions that he's making, the things that he's trying to strip, and people aren't seeing on the underline how much money this administration is
Yeah,
actually making under
yeah.
the radar, so to speak. And it's not necessarily under the radar because we see what's going on, but yeah, it's been really, really interesting, man. Like I see all the dealings going on, and it all points to one in particular direction, funneling funds back into something that has to do with their best interest.
Yeah,
Has to
let's
do
not
with
forget he
their
didn't go to jail.
best interest. He did not go to jail. How many convictions does this man have? How many convictions does he have,
We
man?
don't
Put that
know
in
what he
perspective,
did
y'all. Put that.
to stay out of jail.
Yeah. And that's just what he got caught with, right?
Yeah.
That's just what he got caught with. I mean, it's true that the legal system, and we could talk about that real quick. You know what I'm saying? The legal system has never been fair. It's never been fair for all of us, and we have to put that in perspective. And even though we always preach high vibration, we always preach, staying in the light. You know what I'm saying? Keeping your center where it needs to be, we still have to face the fact, and we have to acknowledge the fact. You know what I'm saying? Because awareness is the key. Awareness is the key. As long as we're aware that the system is not really favorable to certain people and it's favorable to others, you know what I'm saying? We stay in the light with it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
But
But
it
saying?
this
was
is OD,
designed that way.
man. Yeah, this is OD though.
What'd you say,
Not
El?
oh, he says this. I'm listening.
Go ahead. Y'all both can go,
I'm
but go
only
ahead, El.
saying it was designed that way. That's why it fits so fitting to the situations at hand because they basically designed all this to fit into situations so we only can go but so far.
True.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
this is
Go ahead,
OD.
see.
This is too much though. Like even when even when other politicians, other white politicians get caught doing stuff, they may not necessarily get felony time. They still get some type of time. They still get some type of OD fine or something. He got nothing.
Mm. Message. I don't know if people understanding that, but that is the
And mind
best
you, they
way
don't
to
like this
explain it. He
guy.
got Nah,
and they don't like
nah, because
him.
he's not a part. Because as you say, and you made it very clear, see, that these folks don't understand that he is not a part of the usual regimes that run the presidency. Am I correct?
Yes,
Absolutely,
correct.
absolutely. Keep that in perspective, chat. Keep that in perspective, and keep an eye open for this type of stuff. Freya said this: definitely chaotic. As somebody who works in finance, that shit is so baffling to me how they get away with it with the different agencies that exist to prevent that shit. Yes, indeed. Well said. Great take. Great take. And we will definitely keep an eye on these type of things and try to bring you a great perspective, so you know exactly what it is that you're reading. Because KRS said it best. If you don't know the history of the author, you don't know what you're reading. If you don't know the history of the author, you don't know what you're reading.
Why you gotta start that, Pat? Why you gotta start that?
Nah, I ain't starting. I ain't starting. I'm gonna get off it. I'm gonna get off it. We're gonna go to the next subject though, real quick, fellas. Let's go check this out. This is something that I saw interesting on the line today. It says here, you know what I'm saying? Like American Idol winner Jamal Roberts, who is a person of color, turns down the key to Mississippi town after threats. Now let's read into this a little bit. American Idol winner Jamal Roberts is turning down the key to a town in his native state of Mississippi. Roberts was crowned the winner of season 23 of the singing competition show in May, earning the majority of the 26 million votes cast in what host Ryan Seacrest said at the time was the biggest finale vote in show history, according to People magazine. Ahead of several concerts scheduled across his home state, Roberts became embroiled in some municipal drama, however, after a local concert promoter posted on social media that Mayor Johnny McGee of Laurel, Mississippi, gave him permission to give Roberts a key to the city. The announcement followed a June show in Atmore, Alabama, where Roberts and his kids were given a key to the city. The town had made us feel like we were at home. He told the crowd at the time, "Thank y'all for loving on my babies and accepting me just the way I am." The possibility of the same honor in Laurel was met with less enthusiasm, however, after Roberts revealed that there had been negative comments and threats, including people saying they would bring guns to the August 2nd concert where he was supposed to receive the key. Roberts said some were angry because he doesn't live in the town that and had cited others who they said live in the area and deserve the honor. Roberts said this: I did not ask for a key to the city. Y'all should get it and give it to them, somebody that's deserving, I guess. You know, been working in the community for years. You know, he said he's basically been working in the community for years, but I don't want it. Now that's Roberts right there, just so y'all know who he looks like. Roberts politely declined and thanked the mayor, but adding, but respectfully, keep it. He still plans on performing at the late summer concert. The Clarion Ledger, part of USA Today Network, has reached out to the mayor's office for comment. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Fellas, let's get to unpacking. Let's get to unpacking this, man. This is just some diabolical shit. You know what I'm saying? This is really some diabolical shit right here. Like when you can't even accept the key to the city because of these threats, which is really showing us that there's a lot of things that have not changed and things are starting to regress back to a time that was actually slightly before our generation, because we didn't feel the super blunt end of these racial tensions, and our celebrities are under attack in a lot of different ways. Sometimes we're doing it to ourselves, let's keep it transparent, but at other times we have things like this going on. Let's get some perspective. See.
Uh, well, there's no trust there, and people are being more out and open about who they are and how they are, rather, and what they choose to identify with. And most of the time, I come to see is not that of love, because His first
Right.
words were, "He's happy to be accepted for who he is." Accepted who he is.
Yeah. A whole nother state was accepting him and his people and his children for who they are.
Yeah, and
Crazy.
yeah. So for people to extend hate over a symbol that has nothing to do with you directly says something about them.
Mm,
The key has nothing to do with you. It's not. It's not you getting a gift. It's not you. It's nothing to do with you. It doesn't affect you at
right.
all. But you decide to say within yourself, okay, I'm going to let this affect me. It has nothing to do with me.
Exactly. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. You know what I'm saying?
But
LB.
if you ever been to Mississippi, you would know they breathe,
Oh
they
yeah.
breathe different.
Oh yeah.
They got rules and codes just like they do in Chicago and all them other places. But their code is the old school code. You gotta be
Oh man,
You gotta be up the street before it get
they got
dark.
the biggest history,
Yeah,
right?
and all this other stuff. They real strict about certain things down there. So if they got something going on, they gonna have backings on their own circle because of the simple fact is they still living in that old mindset.
Yes, indeed. Tracy checking in this morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Thank you for tapping in with the AM Kings. Yeah, Freya. She said, what? I low key understand why you would do that though. Down south historically hasn't been kind to anyone of color. No, we do know that. And John did, he supported that. You're talking about Mississippi, bro. Yeah, we're talking about Mississippi, man, but we still want to put that in perspective that, because sometimes people think that, things haven't changed or things have changed. You know what I'm saying? Let me say that. I meant to say things have changed. And in fact, no, 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 no. No, they have not changed. He said, yeah, blunt conversation said, fuck that. It's not worth it. Threat calls, guns. Yeah, y'all can have it. Me, I still would have took it, but would take it faster if it was from my own city. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. He doesn't need their key to feel accomplished and wants to give it to someone else from that city is big within himself. That just goes to show you. This obviously is a brother of high vibration. Yes, Mississippi is definitely racist. We all know that. But it still was just something that we had to put in perspective because sometimes people think that things have changed. And we see clearly in this day and age that they have. Raim said they definitely could have kept the key. And he basically said, keep it. So we know now that, it is what it is, but we'll keep an eye on things like that. And hopefully his concert goes well because, I mean, the threat of guns at a concert, I mean, that's just absolutely diabolical. That's just absolutely diabolical. It's unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? Under this
Yeah, it
regime of
isn't.
this particular, administration, things are starting to surface. And we want y'all to be aware once again. We want y'all to be aware once again. Just stay in the know, so you know this is these type of random things are going on. There's a lot of chaos going on, and you got to stay high vibes. Stay high vibes. Stay in the light. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what keeps you centered. That's what keeps you balanced. It is your responsibility, nobody else's. Your responsibility to stay in the light, stay high vibes, and you are in control more than you think you are. When things are not going your way, you know what I'm saying? Get back to a center of balance. And remember, the outside world cannot control the inside. The inside world controls the outside. That's exactly the key. Raim said this, uh, giving it to someone who was the best thing to do for him. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Tammy. She made it here in a timely fashion today. Thank you for tapping in with the AM Kings. You already know, like, subscribe, and share. We're here 8 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, YouTube and Facebook. Let's go to our next subject. Got to give some flowers to one Kendrick Lamar because his GNX makes history as the longest running number one album on the Billboard Top Rap Albums chart. Kendrick Lamar has made history as GNX becomes the longest running number one album to top Billboard's top rap album weeks, taking the crown from Pop Smoke's posthumous album Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, which held the spot for 21 weeks. GNX was named Album of the Year at the 2025 BET Awards and is a strong contender as we should know, for the 2026 Grammys. But when he accepted his win back in June, Lamar expressed, I ain't been here in a long time, but I always kept it in my heart. BET always make sure that they representing the culture right and always put me in the midst of the cycle of what we represent. And that's real, true, down to earth music that people can feel. So I always give my heart to BET. You know what I'm saying? The rapper and SZA have also have the highest grossing co-headlining tour the highest grossing co-headlining tour in history. Their grand national tour has grossed over $256 million, averaging 11.1 million per show, and they've sold a whopping total 1.1 million tickets across their domestic trek. Yes, indeed. SZA saying this about Kendrick on their Maryland stop. I thought this was just a jam session, but he put me on to the biggest moment of my life. This is also the biggest moment of my life. You know, I'm so thankful and I'm so thankful, y'all. So it is absolutely awesome to see things going in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta put that in perspective too. And first and foremost, let's give a round of applause because we got to congratulate. We got to learn how to congratulate people, y'all. We got to learn how to congratulate people. We got to learn how to congratulate. I
When
can't
it
say
has
it
nothing to do
again
with you at that.
or say it enough. When it has nothing to do with you, yes, you have to learn how to congratulate people. You got to learn how to start celebrating wins. I celebrate the wins every time C makes a breakthrough. I celebrate the wins every time LB turns something into reality that we just had conversations about. Okay. You know what I'm saying? More victories, more celebration. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Steelers Nation said kudos to him. Yes, indeed. Raim said there's no disrespect, but I love seeing colored folks doing country numbers. Doing country
Oh man.
Rain might have gotten the take of the morning so far. We gonna give some kudos, and also we want to thank Tammy for sending us
Stars.
20 stars this
Yeah.
morning. Thank you for the stars. Thank y'all for sending stars because it helps us further our cause and be able to financially bring more better content to y'all, and we're just taking that and we're just going right back in and recycling it back into this movement that we have here. Tracy said that is so true. Absolutely, absolutely. We got to start congratulating. We got to start bigging people up. We can't keep tearing people down because I look at the timeline every day, y'all. And trust me, I tailor my timeline to my experience. So a lot of it is positive, but every now and then something negative trickles down into the thing. And it's us talking about us going back and forth about what ain't right about us. At some point in time, you got to get tired of that shit.
Yeah.
You got to get tired of that. You got to
You
get
get what you
tired of it.
focus on.
If you don't, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I see, somebody has a need for something, I'm going to help them. Without thinking about what I get in return. Okay? Without thinking about what I get in return, you got to learn how to help people without that in your wheelhouse. You feel me? Like it's really, really important, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got some thoughts on the Kendrick Lamar thing, LB?
Nothing to say about it. Congratulations, dude, and that's it.
The Cookie Man has spoken. See what you think about that.
They not like us. I love it. We're doing great, and
Yes, indeed.
we're
Yes,
doing
indeed.
great, and
Yes, indeed.
that's what we
And
need.
and for him to and for him to be bringing people along with him. You know what I'm saying? Like for him to be bringing people along with him. People don't understand that he's like the modern day, I would say, MC Hammer without having the discrepancies of Hammer because obviously people had to learn from what Hammer's mistake was. You know what I mean? Like they had to learn from what Hammer had to be the guinea pig for somebody that wanted to empower the people. Okay, he wanted to empower the people, but it ended up backfiring on him because he bit off a little bit more than he could chew at that time. You know, and yes, and so now Kendrick has reshaped and remolded, and he's putting people in position like SZA. People wouldn't even know the power that SZA has if he didn't put her on the concert tour with him. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a blessing within itself, and that's what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about bringing each other up. We're not talking about tearing each other down. We want to see everybody come up genuinely. You know what I mean? And we got to stop that narrative of people not being able to get their shine, to get their come up. You know, big people up. That's the thing. Big people up. Yeah, Freya said facts. Blunt Conversation said facts. Tracy said Kendrick popped out and is showing out, and that's awesome. It definitely is. It definitely is. Well said, chat. We're gonna get into our next subject for the day. We had to get a little bit of entertainment in there. You know what I'm saying? But now we're gonna talk about something else that's really, really interesting. And I found this on the line, y'all. Let's take a look at this. It said inside the challenges befalling black owned brands in 2025 and how they're facing them. Okay. And as we can see here, black beauty brand founders are facing waning support. Founders and executives told WWD that the galvanization they saw in the wake of George Floyd's murder has decelerated, largely in terms of retail support and investment, though not in terms of consumer settlement sentiment. Bear with me, I'm trying to read effectively. Every year since 2020, we've seen a rollback of the support and investment into Black and BIPOC, you know what I'm saying, own brands, said Ron Robinson, founder and chief executive officer of Beauty Stat. I think it's only gotten more significant under this new presidential administration. 8 out of 10 BIPOC owned businesses fail within the first 18 months of launch, said, I'm not going to say their name because I'm going to mess it up. Um, the executive officer of MISA, which introduced the MISA Magic Incubator and to provide grants and mentorship to underrepresented founders. That program is now in its third year. One cause is lack of mentorship, the other is lack of role models, and the third is funding. Got the Mellow Man. He actually is tapping in with us this morning. Let's get the Mellow Man in here and see if he joins in. There he is. What's going on, P?
What's happening? What's happening?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Peace and blessings, brother.
What's going on, bro?
Let me continue reading here, though. It says the even more acute current presidential administration, which has actively rolled back DEI policies at a federal level, taking legal action to do the same at universities across the country. More localized to beauty, part of the issue is the number of retailers, in particular, and the wider business landscape that have rolled back diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives against the fast changing political backdrop. During its first quarter earnings in May, Target Corporation cited a broader shift away from diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives at the top of the year as a key contributor to single-digit sales dips, in addition to on-again, off-again tariffs. More specifically, Target ended its racial equality action and change initiatives and changed the moniker of its supplier diversity team to supplier engagement. Elsewhere in the mass market, Walmart stopped participating in the Human Rights Campaign's corporate index and agreed to drop the phrase diversity, equity, and inclusion, as well as products marketed to transgender children. On the prestige beauty side, the news is more positive. Both Sephora and Ultra Beauty have signed a 15% pledge, and Aurora James founded initiative dedicate 15% of shelf space to Black-owned brands and seem committed to attaining that goal. There's a lot of things to unpack with that, man. But that is just let's see real quick here. We're just going to read this part and then we'll get into some reaction. As WWD reported in 2024, Black-owned brands were among the first to feel the drought of a waning M&A market. Yeah, that's M&A. I would assume marketing and advertising. Okay. For some, the picture is still grim. Crunch-based data additionally indicates that funding for Black-founded startups in the U.S. fell from 4.9 billion in 2021 to 700 million in 2024. So there we have it, guys. There we have it. We have some things going on with our Black-owned businesses, the Black-owned brands. They're facing some really difficult challenges, and I just want to get some perspective, especially since we have somebody on the panel that's a business owner and a retail store owner. LB,
Yo.
Yo,
yeah, man, yeah, man.
well,
Like,
I think because basically it's already hard for us anyway to get a business. It's hard to get it started. They give us the long road to get the paperwork for your license and all that other shit. So when you trying to sell products, you don't even have support of your own kind helping you. So basically, you're like on an island on your own trying to figure everything out because you got zero help and zero support. So then when they got the tariff and all that going on, that's affecting your business more because you are already at the bottom trying to work your way up. And you can't even get up because now you got another obstacle in your way. So basically you dodging bullets throughout the whole process of trying to figure out how to make it work. So our road is longer than everybody else's road. I don't know why, but it's basically the same steps. But it takes us longer to get there. But that's just how it works, I guess.
and obviously based off this report, the funding is starting to scale back. Is scaling back. They're not making money as readily available to help businesses get the proper startup. And I think that may be a reason why. I don't know. Do you agree with that?
It's funding, but it's also support. If you got people supporting you when you're doing shit, it don't matter how much money you make because you're gonna make money. You can't make money if
Yeah,
nobody supporting. Everybody know
that's
you
true.
doing it, but ain't nobody spending no money. How the fuck are you gonna continue doing something? So
That's a
basically,
fact.
it's a lot of support that you don't get when you starting out, and that's what you need to get to the next level. You can't get to the next level if nobody helping you. So that's the main
Right.
one of the main problems because no matter how much you pay to get the product, it don't make no difference if you can't sell it.
Man. Whew, well said, well said, man. I had to have LB give the perspective because he's going through this right now. Being a new business owner, being a guy that runs a store, and understanding the inner workings and the workouts. Like we were talking yesterday morning, he's in the store looking for products that could benefit the business, and that's just a challenge within itself. Let alone all the other shit that you got to go through in order to make a store run. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Blunt Conversation said, "Yeah, I'm going through it right now." You know what I'm saying? Eliminating the funding is crazy. Yes, they are doing way too much. See, talk about it.
So, um, bring I want to bring balance to this. How is it that people are doing this? Well, quite frankly, they're still in a traumatic state. The decisions that they're
Hmm.
making are based upon trauma, and when when they see people of color, when people of color that are in a traumatic state see other people of color, they don't see a need or want to help. They see a need and want to say, "What can you do for me?" because of trauma.
Woo.
So
Mm,
until people learn to heal that trauma, they're not going to truly seek to help others for the sake of helping others.
mm. Man, that's
So
a
they
man.
have to do everything
Ooh,
based upon that trauma.
man, man. I mean,
So I
great,
see a
great
whole nation in trauma.
man. That's great. That's a great take, bro. That's a great take. A lot of people may not be looking at it from that perspective, and that perspective has to be addressed. It must be addressed. And C addressed it. Thank you, Abbott. Can you give us a quick little thing about black owned businesses and why is this happening?
Okay, so let's start with MAA. Let's start with that. MAA actually means metrics, analysis, and actions.
Okay, thank you for perspective on that, bro.
So the metrics, as we know, we always talk about being owners of your own domain. So all of your products should be running through your domain. A lot of people like, oh, I got my product in Walmart. I got my book in Amazon. You're amongst millions of people trying to try to sell the same product. So when you got your own domain, then you run the metrics on whatever products they're looking at, whatever products that need to be in the front. You know, Walmart had to start somewhere. Sephora had to start somewhere. Amazon, they all started somewhere. But where they started at was in their own basements and garages and you know.
Mhm.
So when you run the metrics to see what products are needed, you run the analysis on, all right, how much of these products do we need? And then you take action and you put the proper products in front of the proper customers.
Man, whew, the Abbott came in swanging. Came in with the whoo, 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 whoo. You know what I'm saying? Straight going uppercut Mike Tyson style. Freya said this. Let's not even discuss the funding here in Pittsburgh. She's in Pittsburgh. I know this. For poverty stricken communities that they took away so they can come in and gentrify just the neighborhood of Homewood itself. Oh,
Wow.
oh, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's like a subject that doesn't get talked about enough because it's happening right under people's nose, but really right in front of their face. I'm saying under their nose, but really right in your face. These things are taking shape, form, and factor, and nobody is concerned on a whole scale. I'm saying we all have, our own individual concerns, and us on the AM King show want to make you aware of things that people are not talking about. And that's one of the things that people are not talking about. You know what I'm saying? Blunt Conversations said this, and he basically said, let me scale back a little bit so you guys can kind of like get a perspective on some of the things that Blunt Conversations was saying, because he said, let's go ahead and move down here. I just wanted to say one in particular thing. No support. How do you build further? Right. No support. How do you build further? I'm telling folks, I can't give you free product if you're not buying. Mm.
Hmm.
Man,
Facts.
Yeah.
man, come on,
Simple.
Blunt
He got free
Conversations.
product because he buys.
Come on, Blunt Conversations, say it right. Taking all your money to make great product is not cheap. Then once you buy your products, you have to recoup. But what good is the domain site if the support still is not there? I had a YGMG and man, listen, I'm trying to tell you, YGMG clothing website, and I paid more to keep the domain than I made on the site, and I just deleted the web page because this is
Wow.
the discouragement that people will get. This is the discouragement that will happen because I've even experienced it with myself. You see this right here? This was a brand that I was trying to put out there, and I would religiously put it out there, I had boots, I had sneakers, I had bucket hats, I had jackets, I even had timepieces, I had watches, I had everything, I had Bluetooth headphones, speakers. And he is absolutely right. It is discouraging, but the Mellow Man has another thing to say. Go ahead, brother.
Don't be discouraged, bro. The first step in making those domains is building a community. You build a community before you put your website up. You know what I'm saying? So my content, we call ourselves the content kings, right?
Right.
There's people that subscribe to my Patreon that I don't have to get on there and hey, here's a product or here's some content. They subscribe just because they know that I put in work for years. So you really have to start with building a community. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I listened to a podcast yesterday, and it was Danny from the Stop. He does like he covers Joe Buttons. You know what I mean? And he interviewed one of the guys. Are you familiar with Imani, J Pad?
I am. I am.
Okay.
Not as familiar as you may be, but yes.
So Imani is part of the Joe Buttons podcast, but he's never seen on the screen. But he is part of the Patreon content, and he gets paid off of it without even being on the screen.
Without even seeing his face. Mm-hmm.
And they like, oh, Joe's your boss. Joe's tell you when to come and when not to come. And he said, I work 2 days a week, and I probably make more than most people make that work 5 to 6 days.
Straight.
Yeah, yep. They just had a leak of his Patreon numbers, and it was around 900,000 a month for Joe.
Gee.
So yeah, build that community, Miz. Build that community before
Well,
you
that
pay for.
yes, and that's what we're doing actually. Believe it
Hmm.
or not, people in the chat, if you haven't been really taking notice of what really this platform is all about, is building a healthy and fruitful, not just a healthy, but a fruitful community. You know what I'm
And
saying?
ask questions and poll people on what they want, and then that's what you're selling, what they
Real
want.
real quick, see, real quick, the chat. I just want to say this. Um, Freya said this. We just need solid social media and a website funnel and reevaluation of market demographics in order to get it handled. I'm willing to provide help. You see, this is the thing I'm talking about right here. There's people in the chat that's already saying that they're willing to provide help. So we must take advantage of it. Let's network. Let's get together and network, and let's start to find solutions one step at a time. Now, see, go ahead and say what you had to say, good brother.
Uh, we also have to think in terms of, um, honestly, it's just time for us to let go. Yeah, we have people of color. We have to let go.
Yeah,
Let it go.
let it go.
Let it go. Forget the fact that we have color and carbon in our skin, and other people should be supporting us because we have this skin color. Let's forget that. Let's let it go. Let's look at where the support actually is.
Yes,
Because we've been screaming and clamming and on, talking about, well, we shouldn't be looking at for our skin color, we should look for a content of a character. Now we're looking for people of color to support us. We're looking for a skin color when we said already to not look for a skin color, and here we are looking for a skin color.
mm, mm.
Schools are doing this to each other. We don't even realize we don't see
Yes,
it. Stop looking for
yes.
skin color to support. Look for the
Whew.
love. Look for the love.
Look for the
That's
love.
what you love. That's what you look for. Look for love. And you can't look for love if you're not loving yourself.
If you're not loving yourself, and we talk about that all the time, you got to be able to. You got to be your own number one fan. You have to be your own number one fan. If you are not your own number one fan, how can you expect somebody else to love you?
Pat, I put a post up yesterday, and pretty much what I said was over the past 3 months, I've had a conversation with Mark Lamont Hill, who's been on BET. He's been on L Tazir. He's been all over politics, podcasts. Had a conversation with him. He actually subscribed to my Patreon, but
Mm,
we'll get into that later. But had a conversation with him. Had a conversation with Ian Schwartzman, who actually is the manager for DJ Premier, the real
mm,
DJ Premier, and Joe Buttons. And if you follow Joe Buttons podcast, they had a fallout, and Rory and Maul wanted to see the accounting, and Ian Schwartzman was one of the guys who was in charge of the accounting. So I'm not going to say he was responsible for the breakup, but if he would have showed the numbers, then maybe they would have still been together. But things happen for a reason. And the third person I spoke with was Sway from Sway in the Morning, and I asked him about giving me the permission to do the woke show because he had the wake up show, just out of respect, and he said go ahead. But what I said in the post was not to I wasn't doing this to name drop. I was doing this to let you know, any room that you step into, remember your value and how important you are. And
Mm.
we talk about the woke show, the guys in this room are this is the foundation of my support. LB's there all the time. C's there all the time. Custom B King is there when he can be. You know what I
Yes.
mean? He's everywhere and they're never there. But
Man, come
but
on.
but but one thing I'll tell you, another person that taps in, it might not be every day, but it's at least 4 times a week, is someone in Germany. You know what I mean? And so what C was just saying is exactly that. You know, where the love is at is where you need to direct your services.
Absolutely. Let's get into a little bit of what the chat was saying. Freya said, "Facts. Your own will be the last to support you. You got to find your support on your own." Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Rame said, "C. You're absolutely right. Cosign." Blunt Conversation said this, said, y'all know what else? Our people scam our own people so much that over this computer shit, phone shit, FBIG, we take, make it hard to trust someone, say they can help you, and are just trying to take money. I will say this to that. And people, what I'm saying, brother, habits are practiced. Habits are practiced. Healthy habits are practiced, negative habits are practiced. What you're seeing in when that type of thing happens is a habit. It takes 21 days to form a habit. If people have been this way for years, if they've been this way for years, fam, that's their habit. What you have to do is supersede, just like the brothers are saying on the panel, and find the silver lining, and us all working together, we're going to find it. We're going to find it. We're going to find it because we're already manifesting finding it. We're already believing that we're going to find it. We're already putting in the work, like P just said. He's reaching out to the people. Don't be afraid to find the people. Don't be afraid to find the people because they are out there. John said this. John said, the products must match a direct want or need. Just because you sell it doesn't mean there is a direct want or need. Got to do market research first. And I know LB know that because he does market research. He knows what people are buying in his market. He knows what people are buying in his. That's what we were talking about yesterday on the phone when he was in the store looking for products. He's looking for products that he knows people are buying. Why would he buy something that's just going to sit on the fucking shelf? Why would he do that? Because I see stores that have products that sit on the shelves and they've been sitting there so long, they collecting dust. Hey, come on now.
They
Let's
change
not
colors too.
Yes, yes. The box is starting to change. The box is starting to fade and shit.
Praise with motherfucker and shit.
Man, listen. So, John, absolutely right. Great take. Great take there. Freya said manifestation takes work. John said, I see a lot of people selling things they believe in, but there isn't a huge want or need for the product. I'm not buying just to support because the economy doesn't dictate the expenditure.
Facts.
Mhm. Facts. Definitely have to know how to attack your market. And that's what I'm saying. I study before I release anything. Music, clothes, podcasts. I try to make calculated steps. You don't try, brother. Let's start eliminate some of these words out of our vocabulary. We either do or we do not.
Oh, I do
We
not.
we either can or we cannot. You know what I'm saying? This maybe we try. Look, yes, you're right. We try, but the reason why I say let's eliminate it out of the vocabulary is because we need to change our mindset to do. Do. We could either do or we could either don't. That's the only two options I see. When I get up every day, I'm going to do whatever it is that needs to be done today. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to give myself an inkling of a thought saying, oh, I might want to do this or I might want to do that. No, I'm either going to do it or I am not.
One thing you
We
want to
do.
do is like, subscribe, and share,
Share. That's
because you
what you
don't
really
get
want to
this.
do.
You don't get this anywhere,
No, no, you do not. No, you do not. You get this here though. You
right,
gonna get
LB?
this. You gonna get this work. You gonna get this work. Poop, 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 poop. Yes.
And here's something to think about. One cannot love if they do not care. One cannot care if they do not respect. One cannot respect if one wasn't taught boundaries. One cannot be taught boundaries unless a parent or a caring, loving person was around teaching them during those lifetime stages. Home
Mm,
training is important.
very much so.
It starts
Tracy
at
said,
home and how we talk.
okay, back to the chat. Tracy said, our people tend to be envious of each other, and that's what causes them to stray from supporting us. And yes, loving yourself is the best medicine. Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, look, people call me Yoda, John. People call me Yoda because I always say do or do not. There is no try. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on now. Freya said, so what is it that need that your product can fill? And what is your why? Absolutely. Rain said this. JPad tell me all the time, nah, brother, you ain't trying. You doing. When I see you physically on a show and I see your show living and breathing, it's a living and breathing machine. Like and I'm not, this ain't no shameless plug on me. I wanted to see your product exist so much that I wanted to help you set up your podcast. I wanted to help Misery set up his podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for nothing in return. We're building a television network. We're not trying. We're not trying. We're building it right in front of y'all face, whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not. This is what's happening in real time.
Yeah, and we're
This is
using
what's happening. Yeah,
market analysis to see, like, because uh, LFX Media Live, it started really as a Roku station from the beginning,
we was
and
on
then
Roku.
we had videos, we had and this was really before video podcasts were really bringing in the money, but it was just so costly to run that platform. Let's just go audio, and which fits as well, because we're audio based. As far as you're a producer, I have an FCC license for radio, and our community really wanted to hear music and podcasts, and
Hold on. Say that again, P. Say that again for the people in the far back.
can you hear me? Can you
No,
hear me? So again, with the market analysis, you have to market, you have to analyze, and you have to take action. So our action that we took, we sat down and we talked about it, and we said, okay, we got this Roku station, we can run our and they still send me analysis, JPad. I never tell you, they still send me those
Mm.
Roku, and now the station really is still getting hits. It's still getting hits, but it was so costly to run. So what we did was just downsize and look at what people wanted. What people want is audio. They want music. They want instructions. We, like he said, Pat had all of these products. He had ebooks. He became an author, and it's just a learning process that when you speak it into fruition, here it comes. So building the
Absolutely.
community is what we're doing right now. And a lot of things behind the scenes, we're not really going to talk about too much. We're going to be about it. And you'll
Be
see in a minute. You'll see in a minute. Period.
The Abbott.
Has spoken. Like, subscribe, and share.
Boom. I'm gonna let one off for that.
Boss.
Call to action. Say it, misery. Call to action. You have to act in spite of fear. You have to act in spite of doubt. You have to just do it instead of talking about it. We like to talk because this is a talk format, but we do. In addition to the talk, we're not just talking, we are doing. And let's make a conscious effort as a whole to do, y'all, to do. Everybody in the chat, round of applause.
And you have to tell people 7 times before it really sinks in their head. And with the call to action, every time I go and do the woke show or any live shows, I say tap in now, which is a call to action.
Is a call to action.
If you're selling a product, you have to say buy now, or they're going to stare at your product.
Absolutely. My website used to read, I used to have a call to action at the bottom of the website. It says, check out the music and support. That is a call to action.
To action.
A
Hey.
box Yeah, we're gonna see my man C. Let's see my man C.
C manifested. L said he wanted to support CC manifested an ashtray. Show him, please. Yeah. There you go. There you go. That's one. There it is. Look, and it's getting used. It's getting used.
Right. And that's action. C called and LB showed action.
Absolutely. I got my thing in action.
We're working on number 2 right now.
Working on number 2 right now. See, this is bringing things into reality. And not only that, but we're going to support each other. We're going to try to support as many Black-owned businesses and businesses that we support.
You said eliminate that word try. You said try.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
eliminate try. Y'all, you got me.
Yeah.
We're going
to.
Run the tape. But where we at? What number? Hour and 2 minutes?
No, we ain't rewinding the tape. No, Cookie Man. No, you ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna do it today. You ain't gonna do it today. I'll take the blunt end of the trauma. I'll take the blunt end of the llama and the trauma. You know what I'm saying? We got some more things to unpack this week, but we're gonna wrap up the show. But of course, we like to leave y'all with some funnies, and of course, I couldn't leave y'all without bringing this brother on, Bubba Dub. Bubba Dub said, and not my Deacon Jones.
Deacon Smith, what's up with you?
How you doing, brother? I ain't seen you in a couple of days.
I can't complain.
Let me talk to you for a minute now.
Talk to me, Deacon. What you got going?
I done something awful.
Oh, Deacon, come on now. Ain't nothing the Lord won't forgive.
I've been smoking rocks.
What?
I done got off on that dope bag.
Smoking rocks?
Yeah, I'm gonna shake it. I'm gonna shake it.
Now, Deacon.
I come to you as a brother to talk to you this.
I'm always here for you, Deacon.
I'm gonna shake it. But listen to me, because I can't go to my brother, because the world will know. About $2,500.
$2,500?
I'll get it back to you. I'm gonna shake it.
Deacon, I just paid my tithes, man.
Yeah, that's good. God gonna bless you. You ain't got any I can take and get a little money for?
Oh, Deacon, come on, man. Hey, you smoking rock?
That piano, girl. Let me do it. Let me get the piano, son. Come on.
$25.
Now you play professional football. We ain't never bothered you at the church. Well, come on now, brother. I know you got it. Nigga, I see the jewelry you be wearing. But I don't say that I keep the other brothers off for you. Nah, because I know you retired. But 25, got 50?
That shit once a night. Well, I ain't gonna tell him, Deacon.
Well, you got what you got? You got 100 pieces, maybe 200?
I got about $50 for you. About $50. And you got to pay me that back.
I do.
You do.
Problem. Okay.
Hey, Bubba Dub done turned into one of the funniest dudes on social media, on podcasts, on stand-up comedy, man. Bubba Dub went from one thing to the next. He's a person that does. You know what I'm saying? He's an example of somebody that does, but that was absolutely hilarious. I saw that on the thing. Tracy said this. She said, hold up the watermelon again and let me know where I can get it, please. What watermelon? She must have been talking about the crystal, bro. She must have been talking about that
Oh,
crystal you
that's
just
ashtray.
showed. Not the
Oh,
astral, no, the
this.
one you showed. Yeah.
Oh,
That.
this is 1, 2, 3. Now this is not this is what's ten sided.
What is that? See?
So this is a pocket organ. You can fit this in your pocket. See, there's copper metal and there's crystals and there's organic resin in there. So this absorbs all the negative frequencies that come from the phones, the Wi-Fi, the electricity everywhere. So I can just fit this in my pocket and don't have to worry about the negative radiation that we get on a daily basis. And they are drenching us with.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yes, indeed. Do it. Do it. Hit up C. C is the guy that if you really want his, you
See
know what I'm
them,
saying, product.
give me your info so they know how to get in contact with you. Shit,
And
man.
this glows in the dark too. This glows in the dark, so you can see it at night. I'll put
Absolutely.
yeah, my Facebook, or I could put my. You hit me up on my email. I'll put that in the chat.
She said it was the other one. It looked like a watermelon. I don't know what else you showed. C.
This is actually a pyramid,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
on the bottom is this.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That one right there. Okay. And those crystals also have properties in them. All of them have them.
Yeah,
All of them.
yeah. Other than just absorbing and giving the good stuff that we need, it also have other properties. So certain crystals and certain stones will have like either a calming effect on the mind or helping you speak. Yet most of all, you have to do the work. This helps you with the work. It's like
That's right. Help me
taking
with the work.
caffeine before
Yep.
going.
She was like, that's the
Yeah,
one. She said, that's the
Yeah,
one.
it
That's the
do
one.
look like a
yeah,
slice of watermelon.
It do look like a
yeah.
slice of watermelon, but these are crystals and they are pyramids. And the reason why you make them pyramids, C, is
Oh, the pyramid represents the human body. Um, the top being the head and going down to the
This
base
is
is
so
how
tight.
energy flows in the body. So what happens is at the top of the pyramid, it pulls in the energy, and at the bottom, it all spreads out.
Mm.
yep. John said he ordered his crystal. Yep. The information. So how can they find you, brother?
Oh, you can find me either on Facebook, my name Charlie Nakato Kells, or I'm gonna put my email in the chat.
Yes,
Should not
indeed.
that way.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. There you go. There you go. There you go. And Freya said Techite is a great crystal for removing negative energy and protecting you.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're familiar with it. Oh no, he's man.
yeah.
This is no. You're
Oh,
talking
just
to
to let
me.
you know, I'm a Reiki master and shaman teacher. So
Say that again, bro. Say it again.
I'm a Reiki master and shaman teacher. I've been
Hmm.
doing this for a very, very, very long time. I've been
Yes, very, very
yeah,
long time. Yes,
very, very long
yes,
time.
indeed. And we are all. Yeah, yeah. Mars said simply said, "I just pray, fam. There ain't nothing wrong with that either. We encourage that as well. We
Yeah,
encourage that as well.
yeah, yeah,
Simply,
yeah. I comprehend
absolutely.
this all other
We
walks of life.
co-sign
You
that
also got to
too.
comprehend. I came from a hardcore Christian home, so I grew up in a Christian home. I went to Catholic school. I went to Catholic school and public school. I went to Catholic school more than public school. So I seen both sides of the fence. I already all the religions
Yeah,
all around the world
we
and
co-sign it,
all
and
walks.
we accept people for who they are,
I,
not for what
I,
they don't.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I greet and accept everyone in love. I receive love. I give love. That's all
Mhm.
I do. I give and receive love. I will not ever dictate to anyone what they should believe in or not believe in. I will never
Absolutely,
dictate to
because at
anyone
the
what
end of
they
the
should or
day,
should not do.
despite of our differences, that's what it's all about. Seeing that fact right there. Yes,
We
indeed.
have to see our common denominator, freedom and love.
Freedom
We're
and
all
love.
different, yet our common denominators across the board with every single human being is freedom and love. So I talk out of freedom and love because you could be a Hindu and you may not necessarily believe in certain specifics, yet you do know and believe and walk in love and freedom.
Yeah, some people haven't experienced love. See, so
This is true.
depending on the denomination, and I hate that we're divided like that. But when you're
Yeah.
a person who shines and people see your love and say, "Hey, what is it about you that got you smiling? What is it about you that I can see a glow?" And then you can tell them this is what works for me. So, yeah.
Abbott has spoken once again. Thank you very much, Abbott, because I co-signed that, and I always have, and I
Yeah, we're
always will.
messengers. We're messengers and we're missionaries. So,
And we also live the message because some
mhm,
messengers
Yes,
did not live the message.
yes, yes.
mhm,
Say it again. No.
Some messengers was corrupt. Mind you, they were speaking true.
mm,
A crackhead walked up to
Mm,
me and said, "Crack will ruin your life while smoking crack." Tell him the
mm.
truth.
come on now. Come on now. Come
Smoking.
on. Come on, man. Come
So you
on,
see this
man.
pipe right here to ruin your life. Tell him it's gonna ruin your life. Don't do it.
While he's hitting the
Truth.
crack.
Truth.
Come on, man.
Drug dealers
Come
then
on,
came up
man.
to me and said, "I sold every type of drug there was, and I tried every single type of drug there was, and I'm telling you what drugs will do to you, and this, that, and the other."
Truth.
Mm,
Like I said, I seen both sides of the fence. I seen all. I want to say I seen every single thing there is to see. Yet I guarantee you this: you walk in love, you walk in freedom, you will never regret it.
mm, man. Powerful. That's powerful. That's power. This is where the only place, like the Mellow Man said, this is the only place we're gonna have these healthy discussions. So be it. Because we chose this angle. We chose to come at y'all like this, so y'all know that this is based out of love,
Hmm.
based out of channeling from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I believe the crackheads when they say, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, you got to. Who else is going to tell you the best perspective? You know what I'm saying? But this is what we do. We channel from the inside out. We stop allowing the outside world to control what's going on with us. As above, so below. As within, so without. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what I mean by that, go watch the Meta Secret today. Watch the Meta Secret. It will definitely show you what that means. And like, share, and subscribe, man. Thank you. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get one more funny for the people, man. And L, you done started some bullshit with this. Shut up, Billy. Shut up, Billy.
Y'all come here.
Y'all,
This
y'all,
now what the Minecraft is going on here? He done cut a Porsche panorama roof into that boy head. And he done damn near pushed his line up to the back of his neck. Oh hammerhead that boy. Shut up, Billy!
Another hairline gone wrong.
boy, a whole lot of that going on this day and age, boy. I don't know if these barber
Yeah,
certified or what.
yeah, it must be high tide.
Look, man,
That's what
the
that. It
same
must be high tide.
the,
That's what's going on.
the same panoramic. Same panoramic, and you just
Oh,
look at it.
he paid him for that, and he was like, okay. He wasn't taught
Look at
code of
this.
ethics. He wasn't taught code of ethics.
Now what the Minecraft is going on here?
He said, "What the what the Minecraft is this straight diabolical? That's straight. Hey yo, he said rooftop head ass boy. What in the right angles? What in the obtuse? His head looked like a chocolate.
Let me erase something too.
Hey yo, she
Oh,
said that cut is as long as the sunroof on your truck. Hey yo, listen, he said his hair looked like a chocolate chalkboard.
Hey, he got one of them reverse mirror backup lines. Though when you be backing up in the car, reverse mirror backup line having.
Him over straight and
Oh
long.
man.
Oh.
Oh man. Like somebody slapped a brick on his head.
Wham.
Hold that.
Hey yo, he carved a tumor in that nigga's because the front has a protrusion. There's a protrusion there that just looked like the biggest tumor. I didn't even go.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Brave said, "I hate geometry." Hold on. He said, "I hate geometry."
The quadrilateral forehead.
He said he cleared an acre on that plantation.
Even the dog's laughing at his line.
Wow.
Oh
Dog's
shit!
like, you see that?
Hey yo, the dog. The dog said, "God damn." That's what it looked like he just said. Hey yo, diabolical. Force that man to flex his knowledge, not. You'll never find a dumb.
Like, nah. You don't see dreams, you see movies.
You see,
Yeah.
I can't even laugh no more. My stomach gonna fire, boy. That shit. I knew y'all was gonna tear this dude up, man. LB put us on,
That's a pothead.
on the Shut Up Billy, bruh. And ever since then, I've been looking around for that, y'all, Camille. Because this dude, man, if y'all ain't watching Shut Up Billy, sometimes for some humor, man, watch Shut Up Billy. Because Shut Up Billy is hilarious. He is diabolical. Man, we ran over a little bit on our time, but that's the end of our show today, y'all. We'll be back on Friday. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Like, subscribe, and share. 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, YouTube and Facebook. For C, LB, the Abbott, it's J Pab, man. We out of here. He said, "Get that man a head bumper." It's crazy. Somebody, man, we out. We'll see y'all on
Get
Friday.
any headlights.
We gonna call on Friday, man.